like every day I said I would.
Country 102 presents the Louie Herron Toyota Weekend Kickoff with your host, Louie Herron.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I have a feeling that expectations is really what makes up a good deal, bad deal.
And Randy Beasley.
You know, I'm starting to think Friday was never going to get here.
And now here they are, Louie Herron and Randy Beasley.
And unlike some television shows, we have not been canceled yet.
Not yet. We're still on, huh?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning to you. How you feel?
Great. I'm hanging in there. Louie Herron is with us in studio today. It is the Louie Herron Toyota Weekend Kickoff, where we talk a little bit about everything. And
supposed to talk a little football, but my Dolphins haven't been much to speak of, huh?
Were y'all off last week?
Yeah, it was our best week of the season. It really was.
You were able to handle bye.
That's it. We got to play the Jets. Oh boy! And if you're a Dolphin fan, that's like being a dog fan. You know, thinking of the Gators. It's not good. You can't wait to beat them up. So hopefully we can get our first win in New York on Monday night.
The Jets are not exactly lighting it up either, are they?
They're not.
Yeah. Well, neither of the Falcons, but and they've got Cam Newton coming to town this week, so we'll see how that goes.
Who thought he was going to turn out to be as strong so early?
He's looking pretty good.
He is.
They're not winning, but they're in just about every game.
They are.
Okay, there's a little bit of football talk. We'll also talk about some other Georgia Tech. We'll talk about that this morning as well. But let's mention something. The truth-o-meter. We want to talk about things that you hear. Is it really true?
Is it real, right?
Is this real? Is this real? Some things that you see, hear, or hear about when thinking about buying a car.
Yeah, I've got some good ones, Randy, too. And how I got these, a lot of this is people can go to theautoschool.com. That's really what we're about here on Kickoff Show, is talking about how to buy a car, how to buy a car worry-free, how to not be stressed, how to have empowerment to go into a dealership and know exactly what your trade is worth, what you want to pay for a car, what the rate should be, roundabout what your payment should run you, what your credit looks like, all these things that you should know before you go to the lot. That is what causes the fear, the skepticism, the reservations. These are the things that keep people from really enjoying the process. Randy, you think about buying a car, my goodness, it should be a fantastic experience. Unfortunately, more times than not, it's not. And that's what we want to do. At least that's what I'd like to do, is give people the information they need. If you go to theautoschool.com, you can get anything you want to know about buying a car. So you may not be in the market today, but when you do arrive in the market by way of accident or daughter's getting a graduation present or anything that puts you into the marketplace, go to theautoschool.com. These questions we're going to talk about today, you can reach me through the auto school, or you can shoot me an email at lherron@louieherrontoyota.com. Any question you have, any car question. We've got some good ones, Randy, and I don't know if we want to start or go to a break, but I'll read some of them. We're going to talk about, is it real that I can get a better deal if I pay cash? We got questions. Is it real that I can drive as many miles on a lease that I want and not have to pay a penalty? What do you think the answer to that is?
Well, I would think most people would say no.
Okay, we'll find out.
Okay.
Is it real that I can that if I buy a car that I can return it in 3 days?
Oh, the old. No, man, look this over,
Exactly.
And not sure if I should have done this. Okay.
Well, check this out. Here's another question I thought was pretty cool. Is it real that nitrogen in my tires are better than oxygen?
Whoa.
I got some interesting information on that.
Wow.
Is it real that if I paid cash for my car that I get a better deal? Huh.
Yeah.
Something interesting to that. And I got 3 or 4 more questions. So, Randy, we could get into that immediately, or we could talk about this Camry launch coming out, or every way you want to go.
Okay. Well, we've done a good tease there. Let's keep moving here, and what we'll do when we come back is try to answer a few of those questions or give opinions on those. Those are interesting. I guess you would call that a nice radio tease that you've done for us there.
Okay.
All right, so we'll be back, and we'll get into some of that here on Country 102 WKZR 744. Here's Miranda Lambert. .58 degrees is forecast, presented by Chick-fil-A. They didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. Chick-fil-A, North Columbia, Milledgeville. It is the weekend kickoff, brought to you by Louie Herron Toyota, and Louie is in studio with us this morning.
Or chicken sandwich. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Biscuit,
about a
maybe?
Spicy chicken biscuit, maybe?
Oh,
okay,
man.
yeah. That would be nice. We'll have to look into that soon.
Extra plug may get us one in the morning, huh? What do you think?
Maybe a delivery, right? All right, we were talking about is it really true or is that real or what is it really real?
Is it really real? Here's one, and I'll ask you the question. You give the answer, and then we'll settle up.
Okay.
Is it real that if you have bad credit, you cannot buy a new car?
I would. Okay, now the short answer is no. But there's a but involved. That's what my answer would be.
Okay. Well, you are correct. I will give you credit for one score here. The answer is no. You definitely can buy a new car with bad credit. I think a lot of folks that have gone through some challenges with their credit, either by default of no fault of their own, by what's going on with the economy, or just maybe just you've had some things you just decided not to pay, whatever, and realized that wasn't the best choice. Either way. I think they don't go to new car lots. They don't go visit the Nissan store or the Ford store or the Toyotas. They think they can't get a new car, so they end up going to a little used car lot or someplace where they feel more comfortable. I will tell you, if you're listening and you have any credit challenges whatsoever, regardless of what you've been told before, you need to come to the new car lot if you want a new car. You need to give it a shot. And here's the reason why. First thing is, worst I can tell you is you need X, Y, and Z to make it happen. And you may not have it, but that's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is you leave a new car. Here's what I'm telling you. With the rebates that are out there with new vehicles right now, what's going on in the marketplace, the automotive industry, it's referred to as the SAR. Randy, 11 million is what it's been running new cars a year. This year it's tracking 13 million. It was, before the economy hit, almost 17 million new cars being sold. So that's the gap of how many cars we lost. Well, the manufacturers and the dealers are starving every single day to get that business back. So they keep upping the ante, incentives. Well, all that rebate money works as cash down. The biggest thing you need when you have bad credit, the biggest thing you need is cash. Bottom line, you need cash. Cash is what overcomes a lot, because cash is commitment. What banks want to see is, if you had a rough outing, if something's gone on, are you committed? Put some skin in the game. If they see that, they're more apt to give you a loan. Now, will the rate be higher? Maybe. But at the end of the day, if you're going to get a new car that's reliable, that has warranty, and it's going to last you 10 or 12 years, and it may cost you $200 more a month or $100 more a month, that may be the wiser choice than to pay $100 less a month and get a car with 65,000 miles. Even though there are quality 60,000-mile cars out there, it may not be the right choice for you. So the answer to that question is yes, you can buy a new car with bad credit. The last thing I'll say to that, Randy, is the secondary lenders, the Cap Ones of the world, and the AmeriCredits, and some of these other banks that you don't hear too often, not the credit unions or Bank of America or SunTrust, those second-tier banks, those folks are starving for that business as well. They love financing new cars, because the reality is, if you have someone with bad credit and you buy a new car, the chances are pretty good you're going to make the payment. And the reason why is because the car's not going to break.
Right.
If you buy a used car, the lender knows, man, if they buy a used car and something happens to the transmission, not only do they have a transmission problem, we're not going to get our payments. Because if you're not riding, you're not paying. So the lenders love to see folks getting a new car if you have bad credit. That's not discouraging to them. But cash is the king. That's the deal, either by cash of your own or using the rebate.
All right, now when we come back after the top of the hour, we're going to talk about some more of the questions that we were talking about. Is it really real? Nitrogen in your tires?
Yeah, you want that one? We'll do that one. One of the questions I had that I thought was really cool is the question was posed: is it real that nitrogen in my tires are better than oxygen?
Okay, no. That's my answer.
Okay. Well, you would have it wrong, because the answer would be yes. But I'll support that when we come back.
Okay. We'll talk some more about that. And by the way, congratulations as being a recipient of the 2011 Hope Award for the parade that's coming up this weekend.
That's right. They let me know this week. It's very, very nice. I asked what in the world is the Hope Award, and they said predominantly it's business leaders in the community that are providing hope and giving back to the community and so on and so forth, which we want to definitely talk about, the Love Bucket and what we do before we get off the air, because that's a huge part of who we are. I think your identity of what you stand for is indicative of how you behave. Those beliefs affect your behavior.
The parade is Sunday, and they're having a free Hope concert afterwards. Anyone that would like information about this can call 234-8934. That's 234-8934. It's Milledgeville's first Hope Parade downtown. Local businesses, organizations, churches getting together to put that on this weekend. And again, congratulations, Louie Herron Toyota, recipient of the 2011 Hope Award. 58 degrees right now. We'll be back to talk some more with Louie in the next hour. Country 102 is WKZR Milledgeville. And here's Blake Shelton's latest, God Gave Me You on Country 102.